Let's begin with the topic interfacing stepper motor with 8051 microcontroller. Myself, Dr. Faiz Ahmed Kurne, Head Department of Electronics, Abida Inamdar Senior College, Pune 1. In today's video, we will see the basic operation of stepper motor, need of IC ULN 2003, how to interface a stepper motor to the 8051 microcontroller, C code to run stepper motor, and parameters of stepper motor. Let's see what is stepper motor. It is a type of DC motor that rotates in steps. That means the DC motor rotates continuously when we connect supply to it, but this stepper motor will rotate in steps. So when electrical signal is applied to it, the motor rotates in steps. Generally, when we give a single pulse, it will rotate with angle 1.8 degree. So it will rotate per step 1.8 degree. So when we are giving total 200 steps, then this motor will complete one rotation with 360 degree. So we can say when a single pulse is applied, will move only one step with 1.8 degree. This motor is used in many devices where we need precise rotational movement like robots, antennas, hard disk, dot matrix printer, etc. The motor are of two types, unipolar motor and bipolar motor. The unipolar stepper motor is very common, popular because of its easy use. This motor has generally 5 or 6 wires, out of which 4 wires. So 4 wires are one end of 4 stators, other end of each coil. That means other end of these 4 coils is tied together, and that will be a fifth wire called as common wire or common point. Generally, there are two common wire formed by connecting one end of two sets of coil, and then they are combined together as is shown in figure. So here you can see in the diagram. So here we have coil number 1, coil number 2, coil number 3, and coil number 4. So for each coil, one end will be either pink, orange, yellow or blue, and other end of each wire is combined together. So here you can see the red one, it is combined together and is a common point. So stepper motor has got total 5 terminals. 2 are coils to which we are giving signal, and the fifth one is common terminal of all the coils. You can see the diagram or a picture of stepper motor. This common point is always going to plus 5 volt of the supply. So these are the two motors known as a stepper motor. So this is about the shaft which rotates. This black color also shaft rotates when we connect proper pulses. So when we give a sequence, the shaft rotates with angle 1.8 degree. So here you can see the diagram. So it will rotate for each step 1.8 degree. So it will complete the rotation after applying total 200 steps. Now whenever the coil is energized by applying current, the field is generated, and that will rotate the rotator. The coil is energized with the proper sequence. So here we are giving sequence initially 9, then 0 1 0, that is equal to 5, then 0 1 1 0, and then 1 0 1 0. So we are giving sequence 9 5 6 A to the stepper motor that will rotate motor in clockwise direction. Since the 8051 does not provide enough current to drive this coil, so we use a driver IC, and the IC used is ULN2003, and we are giving sequence that is 9 5 6 and A in terms of 0 and 1 to the 4 coils of stepper motor, and the motor will rotate in sequence. Now in this case we are using port 0 of 8051 microcontroller to connect stepper motor. So here we have this microcontroller whose ports pin P0.0, P0.1, P0.2 and P0.3 are used. They are going to the current driver IC, and this IC will drive the stepper motor. This is the diagram. You can see the common point is here of the stepper motor. This common point that goes to plus 5 volt. Then 4 coils A1, A2, A3, A4 are connected to the output of current driver. To that input is from port 0, and this, as I told, that we have this connections as a target board. Simple program for this. So initially we start with this equation command hash include reg52.h, because here we are using IC 8810S52. Then main program with its opening and closing bracket. We are giving first sequence 9 to the port 0, then 5, then 6 with delay and A, and we want this in loop, so we are using here while one loop, that is infinite loop. And since we are using delay, so this delay is here and is declared here. By changing the delay we can change the speed of motor. Now remember that by changing delay time we can change the speed of motor. If we have delay here only 10, the motor will rotate with more speed, so we can increase the speed of motor by decreasing delay, and vice versa. If we give sequence 9 5 6 A, the motor will rotate in clockwise direction, and if we reverse the sequence, if it is A, then 6 5 and 9, the motor will rotate in anti-clockwise direction. This is the simple working of stepper motor when we interface with 8051 microcontroller. These are few parameters. Just have a look on these parameters. They are very easy. Step angle, so it will tell the angle in which motor rotates when only one pulse is applied. Step angles required to complete one rotation is called as step revolution. The steps per second is nothing but used to measure number of steps covered in 1 second, and RPM means revolution per minute. It means frequency of rotation. So by this parameter we can measure the number of rotations in 1 minute. This is what for this session. If any doubts, please mail me or feel free to contact. Thank you very much.